Welcome to the South Florida M&A Advisors Podcast, your trusted M&A team. Here's your host, Russell Cohen.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode number 1 of the South Florida M&A Advisors Podcast. I'm your co-host and producer of the show, Jeremy Wolf, and I'm here with none other than your host, Russell Cohen. Russell, how you doing this morning?
Doing great. A host interviewing the host. How about that?
Yeah, well, you're the host of this show, my friend. This is all you, man. And congratulations, by the way, on the first episode of this, your very own podcast.
Yes, thank you. I'm very excited to jump in the world of podcasting, and thank you for the opportunity that you're going to interview me, so we get our feet wet and test it all out. It's all good.
Yeah, very, very excited, and I'm happy to get into this with you here. So why don't we start off by share with us, tell us a little bit about what you do over at South Florida M&A Advisors, and then we'll go from there, my friend.
Sure. South Florida M&A Advisors, a boutique M&A advisory team. Basically, what we do is we work with business owners, typically EBITDA of 750 or more, earnings before interest, taxes, and depreciation, amortization, and sometimes really enterprise value of 5 million or more, all the way up to 100 million enterprise value. We work with business owners who are looking to make a life change. They have built up an incredible business over the years of their career, and something is calling them to make a change in their life. Is it, for retirement? Is it relocation? Or just don't want the ownership responsibility? We come in as the M&A advisory, and I do have a full team that supports the whole process, boutique style, where we handhold the business owner throughout the entire process. And the process can take up to a year from the time that we do the initial meetings and really get selected as the M&A advisory team to once we get hired and launch the engagement, which can take a few months to prepare the business for sale. And then we go to market, and that could take anywhere from 3 to 6 months to find a potential suitable buyer and investor, private equity groups, family offices, someone in the industry, strategic buyout. And we guide the business owner through the M&A process, which is extremely detailed and overwhelming because you're dealing with really professional buyers that basically do this for a living. Private equity groups, that's all they do, is they buy companies and they build a portfolio, and then they exit the portfolio, and they do it over and over again. So you really can't do it alone. It is an overwhelming process, and we have a team at South Florida M&A Advisors of myself and my partner Sunil. We work together as the front line, working with the business owners, and then we have a whole team of analysts behind the scenes helping us package the business, financials, and support throughout the entire process. So that's a long-winded answer, but hey, there it is.
No, it's important to know this because I myself, in a previous life, have owned a business before and have considered selling at one point. And you mentioned an overwhelming process. It really is, and it's important to know that there's people out there like you that have teams of experts to help guide folks through that process. So Russell, how'd you end up getting into this? How'd you end up owning a business brokerage? Tell us a little bit about your journey, your story.
Oh, thank you. Well, I entered the business brokerage market in 1999. I was 29 years old. And for over 18 years, I was selling Main Street businesses, small businesses that are, unfortunately, some of them were sophisticated and some weren't. So I had an incredible training ground of dealing with the insanity. Every deal was a small miracle. And I decided, I broke 50, which is a big milestone. I started, I felt like the generations that were selling that had larger businesses, I could carry on a very meaningful conversation, really change people's lives. So I jumped into the M&A field probably in 2017. I became a member of the M&A Source, where twice a year I would go through all the education to learn about M&A. Got all my accreditations for M&A through the M&A Source. Just recently got into the board of governors for the M&A Source, which is one of the leading organizations for M&A advisors, and I'm currently the benefits chairman for the M&A Source. So I'm heavily involved in our national organization, and then that education has allowed me to learn the lingo, get involved with transactions, and I decided that it's business brokerage is basically a one person business, meaning you don't need a team, you don't need analysts, but when you go into M&A, it's a team concept. So as I mentioned earlier, I partner up with an investment banker. Certain deals I will do myself. As we move into larger deals, I team up with my partner Sunil, where we go up to $100 million, and we have a team. Like I said, we have a team analysis that help put together executive summaries and the financial modeling, and so we have a team that can rival other investment bankers. So it's really, really nice to have a boutique M&A advisory firm, but have the power of a larger investment banker.
Nice. Yeah. Thanks for sharing all that and explaining. So obviously you're incredibly busy running a successful business. I'd ask you, Russell, why are you doing a podcast? Please share with us. Talk about your mission with the show, your vision moving forward. Tell us why you're doing this.
Well, I always wanted to do a podcast. I've seen other friends in the industry do it, and I thought this was the right time to do it as for M&A advisory. Most important is education. Throughout this journey, I plan to bring on attorneys, accountants, strong quality of earnings, accounting firms that perform the due diligence, financial advisors, people that are specialty in the M&A field. And this is an educational process. So I thought it would be a wonderful way for potential future sellers that can spend time listening to the podcast, learning about the process, meeting quality people that can help them through the very confusing process of a M&A deal, basically. So I'm looking forward to go on the journey, meet a lot of quality people, and as I network more, I will be hopefully bringing hopefully one a month, one strong advisor or team member, let's say, so I can interview and educate future sellers or buyers if they want to look.
Wonderful. And I'm excited to be on this journey with you. And I thank you for bringing me into this and having me co-host the show with you and go through this process, all about education, all about sharing, making actions. I'm going to have a lot of fun doing this, brother. I'm really excited.
Oh, awesome. Yeah. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Of course. And to our listeners, we appreciate you tuning in, and we look forward to seeing you on episode 2 of the South Florida M&A Advisors podcast. Everyone have a wonderful day.
Thanks for listening to the South Florida M&A Advisors podcast. For more information, visit southfloridama.com or contact 954-646-7651.